Have you ever heard doctors warn against something you thought was key to a long, healthy life? You've probably been told that walking is one of the best exercises you can do as you get older. But what if I told you that might not be entirely true? In fact, relying too much on walking while neglecting other key movements can actually lead to muscle loss, joint pain, and even mobility issues down the line. That's why, instead of simply walking, there are 6 crucial things you should be doing right now to keep your body strong, your balance sharp, and your overall health in peak condition. These are doctor-recommended activities that go beyond just putting one foot in front of the other. They target the muscles, joints, and reflexes that walking alone just doesn't engage. If you're between 65 and 80 and you want to stay active, independent, and thriving well into your later years, you won't want to miss this. Let's dive into the first thing you should be doing instead of just walking. Number 1, balance exercise. Let's begin our conversation with balance, a quality as essential in life as it is on our feet. While many of us have been told our whole lives that walking is one of the best ways to stay active, there's more to keeping steady than just putting one foot in front of the other. In fact, research shows that approximately 1 in 4 older adults falls each year, often leading to serious injuries that can affect our independence. And yet, our everyday routines sometimes overlook the importance of balance. Exercises that strengthen the small, stabilizing muscles in our ankles and legs. Consider the simple but effective heel-to-toe walk. Picture yourself standing tall in your living room or perhaps in a quiet hallway at a community center. Now imagine placing one foot directly in front of the other, as though you're walking on a narrow beam. This isn't just a physical exercise, it's a challenge that awakens your mind and body, reminding you of the coordination you built through years of living life fully. Many of our friends in retirement communities share how a daily practice of the heel-to-toe walk has significantly boosted their confidence in moving around safely, even on days when the world feels a little unsteady. Or think about the single-leg stand. This exercise might seem simple, but it can be surprisingly transformative. Standing on one foot for just 20 to 30 seconds at a time helps improve stability and reduces the risk of falls, a crucial benefit as we continue our journey through life. I remember a dear friend, Eleanor, who had once been wary of dancing at family gatherings due to fear of imbalance. After incorporating single-leg stands into her routine, she not only regained her stability, but eventually started enjoying the dance floor again, with a twinkle in her eye and her grandchildren cheering her on. Incorporating balance exercises into our lives can be seen as one of those timeless life lessons from the elderly that I've picked up along the way, reminding us to honor our physicality while celebrating our inner strength. By dedicating a few minutes every day to these practices, we nurture the stabilizing muscles that have carried us through the ups and downs of life. Reflect for a moment. Can you recall a time when you felt particularly balanced, both physically and emotionally? What was happening around you and how did it make you feel? Number 2, strength building. Now let's talk about strength, not just the kind that comes from muscles, but a strength that has been cultivated over years of hard work and perseverance. We all know that as we age, our muscles naturally lose some of their mass. In fact, studies indicate that starting at around age 50, muscle mass decreases by roughly 1% per year. This process, known as sarcopenia, can make even simple tasks more challenging. Yet, there's hope. By incorporating strength-building exercises into our daily routine, we can fight back against muscle loss and regain the power that helps us to live independently. Imagine gentle bodyweight exercises like squats, wall push-ups, or seated leg lifts. These are not just movements, they're daily acts of empowerment. I remember my neighbor John, who at 72 decided to take up light resistance training. With a pair of modest dumbbells and some determination, John began a routine that made it easier for him to get up from his favorite armchair, tackle his garden tasks, and even join his weekly bowling league with renewed vigor. His transformation wasn't just physical, it lifted his spirit and reminded him that each day is an opportunity to get stronger and stay independent. Resistance training can be done with the simple items at home, whether that's using your own body weight or incorporating resistance bands. Not only do these exercises build muscle, but they also fortify your bones. As many doctors point out, the gentle stress of resistance exercises can help stimulate bone growth, reducing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures, a particularly important benefit for us in our golden years. Remember the life lessons from the elderly that remind us how our forebears made the most of every resource available? Their resilience was built not solely on grand feats, but on consistent, simple actions taken every day. By engaging in strength training, we not only honor our bodies, but also the enduring spirit of those who came before us. If you're still here with me, type 2 in the comments to let me know you're finding this information helpful. Number 3, cardiovascular conditioning. As we continue this journey together, let's focus on our cardiovascular health. It's well known that a healthy heart is the engine behind all our adventures, large and small. While walking is a wonderful way to keep our hearts active, studies suggest that low-impact aerobic exercises provide a more robust cardiovascular benefit by enhancing circulation and lung capacity. Consider cycling, whether on a stationary bike at your local community center or a leisurely ride through a peaceful park. Cycling offers a gentle, joint-friendly workout that not only boosts the heart rate but also improves balance and coordination. I recall reading about Margaret, a spirited 68-year-old who found joy in her early morning bike rides. And she described them as her way to reconnect with nature and her community, often greeting neighbors with a bright, encouraging smile as they passed by on their own rides. Margaret's story is a perfect example of how cardiovascular conditioning can be both fun and tremendously beneficial. Another brilliant option for cardiovascular health is water aerobics, or swimming. The buoyancy of water reduces the stress on joints while giving you a full-body workout. In fact, many seniors have embraced water workouts at local pools, reporting increased energy levels and improved breathing, a true celebration of living. And then there's dance-based exercise. Think of Tai Chi. Its slow, deliberate movements not only act as a form of aerobic exercise, but also enhance balance, promoting both physical and mental well-being. Such activities remind us of the life lessons from the elderly that teach us to listen to our bodies and move in ways that feel natural and invigorating. Cardiovascular conditioning doesn't need to be about high intensity, it's about keeping your heart in a steady, healthy rhythm so you can enjoy every precious moment. According to some studies, moderate exercise like cycling or swimming can reduce the risk of heart disease by up to 40%. A statistic that reminds us that caring for our hearts is a gift we give ourselves every day. Recall a time when you felt truly alive, perhaps during a brisk walk in the park or a joyful dance at a family celebration. What music, sights, or smells bring back that feeling, and how do they warm your heart today? Number 4, muscle preservation. Muscle preservation is about more than just strength. It's about maintaining the foundation that supports everything you do. As we age, preserving muscle mass becomes essential for avoiding falls, keeping up with daily tasks, and continuing to enjoy life without limitations. The sad truth is that if we rely solely on walking, we might miss out on vital strength-building opportunities, leading to gradual muscle deterioration. Take gentle bodyweight exercises like squats and leg lifts. These movements are practical for everyday life. They help you stand up from your chair more easily, negotiate stairs without fear, and even keep up with your grandchildren when they call you to join in a game. I remember hearing about Henry, a lively 70-year-old who began incorporating light weightlifting into his routine. With just a few small dumbbells and routine exercises, Henry noticed that the aches in his joints diminished and he felt a renewed sense of vigor, a true testimonial to the power of regular muscle preservation. This section reminds me of the enduring life lessons from the elderly that we learn through decades of experience. Our elders have shown us that the secret to longevity isn't in doing the same repetitive motions every day, but in embracing varied physical challenges that keep our muscles active and engaged. In fact, research indicates that even short sessions of strength training, about 2 to 3 times a week, can lead to significant improvements in muscle mass and overall function. Such exercises not only enhance physical strength, but also improve mood and reduce the symptoms of aging fatigue. As you consider adding these exercises to your routine, take comfort in the knowledge that you are not alone. Communities and support groups often gather around these activities, sharing techniques, encouragement, and the simple joy of movement. Each small step is an affirmation of your inner power and strength. Can you remember a moment when you felt proud of your physical strength? Perhaps when you carried something heavy, danced energetically, or simply went for a brisk walk. How has that memory motivated you to keep moving forward? If you're still here with me, type 4 in the comments to let me know you're finding this information helpful. Number 5, mobility enhancement. Mobility is the key to maintaining independence and enjoying every activity life has to offer. Many of us assume that if we can walk, we're automatically flexible. However, the truth is that walking doesn't always do enough to keep our joints and muscles supple. Daily activities can become increasingly challenging if we let stiffness take hold. Dynamic stretching is one wonderful way to start your day. Picture yourself doing gentle arm circles, hip swings, or ankle rolls before breakfast. Each movement a small invitation for your body to awaken and embrace the day. This type of controlled, smooth stretching not only warms up your muscles, but also improves circulation and reduces stiffness. I vividly recall a story shared by my friend Joan, who swore by her morning routine of dynamic stretches. She mentioned that it reminded her of her youth, when mornings were bright with promise and every new day was an opportunity to move freely and joyfully. Then there's Tai Chi and gentle yoga, both of which offer more than just a physical workout. They are meditative practices that promote mindfulness and inner peace. Tai Chi, often known as meditation in motion, provides a slow, graceful method of working through routines that balance body and mind. Yoga, on the other hand, gently stretches muscles and works on posture, relieving tension while building strength. Many of our peers tell me that these practices help them feel not only more agile, but also more connected to themselves and their community, each session a reminder of the life lessons from the elderly that echo the importance of nurturing every part of our being. Additionally, self-myofascial release techniques, such as using a foam roller or massage ball, offer practical solutions to ease muscle tightness and promote recovery after activity. This simple tool can remind you of the care you have for your body, a daily ritual to ensure that every muscle receives a little extra love, much like a tender pat on the back after a long day. Studies suggest that engaging in regular mobility exercises can help reduce joint pain and improve range of motion by up to 30%. Giving you the freedom to move without discomfort. Embracing mobility is not just about physical exercise. It's a way to honor your body's history and ensure that the days ahead remain filled with joyful movement. Reflect on a time when you felt truly free in your movement, perhaps dancing at a wedding, gardening in your backyard, or even just stretching after a long sleep. What sensations, sounds, or scents do you remember that made you feel connected to your body? Number 6, breathwork optimization. The final and perhaps most overlooked alternative to just walking is breathwork and controlled breathing exercises. Many people assume that breathing is something that just happens automatically, but the way you breathe has a huge impact on your longevity, energy levels, and overall well-being as you age. Lung capacity naturally decreases over time, and inefficient breathing patterns can lead to fatigue, poor circulation, and even cognitive decline. That's why doctors strongly recommend practicing controlled breathing techniques to support your body's oxygen supply and reduce stress. One of the most effective methods is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. Instead of shallow chest breathing, which is common in people who are inactive or under stress, diaphragmatic breathing engages the deepest part of your lungs, allowing for more oxygen intake and better circulation. To practice this, place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your belly expand while your chest remains still. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth. This type of breathing not only improves lung function, but also lowers blood pressure and heart rate, promoting relaxation. Another powerful technique is box breathing, which is often used by athletes and military personnel to control stress and maintain focus. It involves inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, and holding again for 4 counts before repeating the cycle. This simple practice enhances oxygen flow, calms the nervous system, and sharpens mental clarity. Doing just a few minutes of this each morning or before bed can significantly reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and boost resilience against illness. For those looking to strengthen their lungs even further, humming or chanting exercises can be surprisingly effective. The act of humming not only prolongs exhalation, but also stimulates the vagus nerve, which helps regulate stress and inflammation in the body. Similarly, certain vocal exercises such as singing or repeating simple sounds like Om can improve lung function, enhance oxygen exchange, and even boost mood. Most people don't realize that proper breathing can increase energy, improve digestion, and even enhance brain function. Shallow breathing often contributes to sluggishness and fatigue, while deep, intentional breathing can revitalize your entire body. Making breathwork a daily habit ensures that your cells, muscles, and organs receive the oxygen they need to function at their best. If you're still here with me, type 6 in the comments to let me know you're finding this information helpful. Final thoughts. Here's something to think about, my dear friends. The way you move, care for, and strengthen your body today will shape the quality of your life in the years ahead. Many of us have long believed that simply walking keeps us mobile and independent. Yet, as we've explored together, there are many smart, effective ways to safeguard our joints, boost our strength, and enhance our overall well-being. Imagine incorporating gentle activities into your daily routine, whether it's functional strength training, water exercises that feel like a soothing embrace, balance drills that steady your step, resistance work, stretching to keep your body supple, or mindful breath work. Every one of these practices plays a significant role in helping you remain active, spirited, and full of life. Remember, aging is not about slowing down, but about discovering new ways to support your body so you can continue enjoying what you love most. Taking a little time every day to add just 1 or 2 of these activities can help reduce the risk of injury, improve blood circulation, build up your muscles, and even sharpen your mind. Too often we find ourselves caught in routines that do little more than repeat the same old motions. But it's never too late to switch things up and choose to train smarter rather than harder. So if you've been putting all your trust in walking alone, consider mixing it up with other simple exercises. You don't have to give up what you love entirely. Instead, by varying your routine and focusing on strengthening key muscle groups, you're laying the foundation for a longer, more fulfilling life. The difference might be noticed right away: more energy, less strain on your joints, and a renewed sense of control over your everyday movements. We'd truly love to hear from you. Please share one thing you've learned today and how you plan to include it in your life. Your stories and insights warm our hearts and inspire us all, turning every comment into a cherished message of hope. If you found this message helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need that extra spark of encouragement. Your support helps us continue sharing content that informs, inspires, and connects us all. As we part ways today, let me leave you with a timeless saying that has guided many of us through the years. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. May this proverb remind you that every challenge brings its own strength and wisdom, and that your journey is as beautiful and meaningful as the lessons learned along the way. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to our next heartfelt conversation.